and gentlemen, from the theater here in Madison Square Garden, New York City, New York, USA, are proud to present the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Super Lightweight Championship of the World. And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, from the Mecca of boxing, Madison Square Garden, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing leopard trunk, his professional record, 27 victories, including 5 knockouts, only 3 defeats. The challenger, former junior welterweight champion of the world, Paulie Magic Man Malignaggi. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing black with gold, this Olympic silver medalist from 2004 now has a professional record consisting of 22 victories, including 16 knockouts and only 1 defeat. The reigning, defending WBA Super Lightweight Champion of the World, AMIR KHAN.
All right, gentlemen, you were given your instructions in your respective dressing rooms. Please obey my commands, and above all, protect yourself at all times. Trunks are good. Touch them up. Touch. All right.
But he believes, Khan does, that he can beat Malignaggi in a high-speed chess match. That will be impressive if he can do it.
You ready?
Round number 1 scheduled for 12.
Get out, get out.
Work visa, had to spend extra time in Vancouver. You'd say, well, that's a big distraction, making your USA debut. It was just us, me and Freddie and my team.
Watching a very fast, athletic fighters.
See those long arms of Khan.
A couple times so far this round.
Good left hand by Khan.
Thus far, he is outboxing Malignaggi.
Khan steps in with
Paul Malignaggi being hit this cleanly, this often, this early in a fight.
right hand, works the jab.
Speeding Malignaggi, maybe he is. They look comparably fast to me. But he's able to hit Malignaggi. He's not able to counter from.
You know, Malignaggi likes to have different kinds where his hair is standing up. I think he's a little shocked right now as a fighter at the speed. Excellent.
Yeah, use your faint a little breath. That's it.
Look at me.
Now you saw what he's got, and we're not going in and out on him.
He's in round number 1. Watch AMIR KHAN right there. Touches Malignaggi with the left. Right hand comes in. The sense you got in round number 1, Max, is Malignaggi was on the defensive.
Malignaggi would start off fast, build a lead, and make superior height, reach, and timing. Counteract everything Malignaggi's
debut against Paulie Malignaggi as Khan puts his 100. He's an easy 10-round decision against Nate Campbell.
You also see that Malignaggi holds his hands low. When they both jab,
very nice poise, steps in with a combination.
Right hitter, Khan really has the mentality of a fighter. His reaction is to throw right back. He's a very tough guy, Malignaggi.
Even nicer, just 23.
You mean Khan?
Khan.
Yeah.
Don't go on his neck. Don't go on his neck.
Good matchmaking from Golden Boy. You see Khan back at him.
Malignaggi left hand, nothing severe. End of round 2.
Deep breath. Good job. Hands, the rooftop is open. Okay, but set it up. Okay, use your feint, stay loose. Speed kills, remember that. Do not load up.
3 of 73 jabs, 32%. Malignaggi, 5 of... I liked what his trainer, he said, don't look around the ring. Look at me, stay focused.
Yeah, usually that instruct rounds and then maybe gave a round or two away. In this case, the early rounds.
A little short with that right hand.
Don't punch, step.
Might be a little red, no blood. Malignaggi missed.
Punch out, Amir, punch out. Punch out, Amir, punch out.
Malignaggi touches him with the left. It feels
Success landing his own shots.
Hurt, don't punch it.
And how Malignaggi has that mouse under his left eye. Malignaggi may be...
End of round number 3 in the schedule, 12. And there is Shah Khan, Amir's dad, who owns a mechanic business in England.
Remember, I want you to feint him all over when making commit with the feint. Take for me, okay?
Give me a deep breath right now.
Let's go, champ.
Round number 4 begins for Amir Khan and Paulie Malignaggi. Letterman.
Okay, Buff. 3-0, 30-27. Amir Khan. You fight this fight right in front of Amir Khan. Where are the angles? Where is the circle? Amir Khan keeps him right on the end of that jab. It doesn't circle whatsoever. No movement. He's just Amir Khan.
Well,
Why, Max?
Defensive fight. Khan is staking out of the middle of the ring and coming in behind the jab. So Malignaggi to bounce all around Khan and try to give him angle.
To Harold's point about the jab combination, 38% of his jabs to this point, according to CompuBox.
It's all the time. Much harder to bounce around just as fast and may have better timing.
Here's the thing, Khan is angles here. Khan is pretty traditional, but really foundation.
There Malignaggi had some moments with the left hook as his chin. Well, as I mentioned, he can prove that he has...
And it's his first trip on the road.
That's right. Khan does have a lot of supporters here. In fact, Malignaggi seems to be having his best success when he muscles Khan around the ring a little.
Boxing is back June 5th. Miguel Cotto makes his debut at 154 pounds against...
Give me one more, just like
Paulie Malignaggi got a little aggressive in the last round, tried to press the fight a little bit, and Khan countered it. Round number 5. Max, one of the questions, one of the things do that.
Well, what's so impressive about Khan's performance thus far says that to bother a real good boxer, a fleet-footed pressure fighter who throws a lot of punches. In fact, oftentimes, that the best way to disrupt a good defensive boxer is a breather after a body shot.
It was not ruled a knockdown by Steve Smoger because they got intense. Smoger said, keep your feet, Paulie. But there was a left hook in there that might have been...
That he's a B-plus fighter. He's lost to the A fighters, he's beaten the rest. Khan is an A fighter. After all, he's beating Malignaggi just like the other.
Beat Cotto on any day. The stoppage against the controversial loss to Juan Diaz.
That's it, way to get out.
Last time out against Diaz in the rematch, he didn't move as much as he did in the first fight. He staked out the middle of the... His legs aren't what they once were. Not that he's an older fighter, but...
This is the 200.
Some water in here? One water?
Yeah.
Okay. Loosen this and do what we're doing in the jab. Okay?
The commission said his tape is loose. Here, put something on here.
Step
down as Malignaggi tumbled down right there, left hook right underneath the elbow, and that was not ruled a knockdown.
Well, that's something Khan's been doing throughout the fight. When Malignaggi, because Malignaggi was hurt by the body shot, and it gave Malignaggi.
In the last round, Khan landed 12 of 24 power shots, 50%. In the second Diaz fight, which Malignaggi won unanimous, I don't think he fought as well as he did in the first fight when he had the comment, a lot more inconsistencies. And we've seen kind of a continuation.
Back at it, to Harold's point again, maybe it's that once were. In boxing, it's not like baseball where you get to see a guy, there's more guesswork involved about where a fighter is.
Yeah, 238 amateur career. He was the U.S. champion in 2000.
Look, to go back to the positioning of their hands, fundamentally, Khan just sits back and picks it off with his gloves. Malignaggi, forget about his smaller size for a second, because he keeps his hands low, is much
right hand over the top.
His game plan coming in was to make Khan reach, make Khan get desperate and reach. But that in itself is almost in those mistakes. What's plan B? How do you look? And Malignaggi at this moment doesn't seem to have one. Maybe
has left him speechless to this point.
Let his fist do the talking.
See that jab? Right? Body, no lazy jabs. Stiff, crisp. Pressure this motherfucker. We stand in front of him. I'm not seeing your feet working. Okay? Pick it up.
Paulie Malignaggi getting moved around.
Amir Khan. Bob, I just can't understand why Paulie Malignaggi, he gets off first, he lands the cleanest shots. By the way, I've never seen a guy ever where he got him from, but be as it may, he's using him.
Well, he's got counts 5 and 6. Freddie Roach in the corner of Amir Khan said, listen, double up that jab. So what does Khan do in that 6th round? 20 of 38 for his jab. He does not have power. He only has 5 knockouts.
And he's fighting a calculating fighter who knows he enjoys really well last night.
He looks very relaxed in the ring right now. He's in control.
The one example that Malignaggi brought up of a European fighter world, and Bob, I just wanted to say it's been a pleasure, an honor to...
Oh, class act. Class act, great champion. Wonderful gentleman. Again.
No.
Malignaggi has always had is he doesn't have the eraser in his hands where a fight could be going. And he's done nothing. You know, even if you say, well, take Khan into deeper water. Easy for Amir Khan right now. Like that.
I mean, right from it was Khan outboxing Malignaggi, landing all the hard shots. When he realized that what he does best, he's being bested.
Mayweather Mosley, a guy who always won with speed and athleticism. Well, he fought a guy who was...
You see the hook, right? Yeah. The hook's coming behind the face. He's mine. Look at me. That's the last time I'm going to say.
Here you see Khan being able to jab from a preferred distance with the longer reach.
29 jabs for Khan, that equates to 39%. The action through the first 7 rounds.
You know, is the one thing that Malignaggi's not positioned to exploit.
You almost got the sense listening to the corner, and Sharif Yunan, who's done a great job with Malignaggi, sound like a cell job to keep him. And in the middle of the ring, Khan is flying Malignaggi's head. And Khan is always in position to punch.
That's it, way to get out.
I know he's got a lot of publicity around him in England and everything, but he's pretty serious. And he's got a great trainer. Picking apart the Magic Man.
Nothing wrong.
Well, Khan's landed 192 punches. The punches landed by Khan. And look at the work being done to this Paulie Malignaggi.
If you shoot something when he's coming in right now, look at me here.
.com/boxing to watch those punch zone stats happen. That's had the confidence jab right out of it. Good jab there.
He really doesn't have much head movement, as you see there, down to his right. But otherwise, has never really avoided punches with head as he has been for much of this fight. He's much easier to hit than when he is on his toes against Khan. He's out of position to punch because of Khan's superior. One of the great advantage trainer. And this goes for many trainers, Freddie. Top guys are also excellent matchmakers. And you see Freddie's influence in terms of opponent's selection, and the thought has been that Khan's really just beating Paulie up.
Let me fractured orbital bone against Cotto, but he has no power. The guy just say, you know what, this is enough of a beating.
I really think he's taken more clean Ricky Hatton, and his corner stopped the Ricky Hatton fight around. Paulie was very upset by that, and I'm sure is going to beg to continue fighting here, but
that was with Buddy McGirt when he worked with him. Best, but here he's just totally outclassed.
You know, especially since it's so... The headshot, and there are a lot of them from Khan.
And I guess if we can get him on the chin. But Malignaggi doesn't have that kind of power.
He's taking chances, he's stepping in on that sucker right now. Okay? You can't sit there and wait. You can pull it. Zero in on the right hand on the roof. And you can get that guy out, set the jab, and go on top of the roof.
Right, you know, on the face of Malignaggi.
Malignaggi danced right out of effect.
Let's check in with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
What can you say, Bob? Perfect, beautiful, hard, effective shots. And I just...
In the last shot, Malignaggi landed a connect-high 23 punch.
And Khans were more effective.
Yeah. Again, who would you rather be?
I mean, Malignaggi defensively, instead of stepping around at times, technical deficiencies of Malignaggi.
Right hand open. Victor Ortiz started the night by whitewashing Nate Campbell over 10. Totally whitewashing Paulie Malignaggi.
Yeah, I mean, heading into the night, young stars, Khan and Ortiz, matched perfectly. But they both deserve credit for looking...
No talking from Malignaggi, none of that stuff.
That's it. That's what you do.
From a knockout loss, Maidana's a tremendous puncher. He is technically took paper. But before you take that kind of risk against a fighter who punches like Maidana, Khan's confidence looks sky high.
It's good. It's good.
I'm going to give you one more. You're not doing anything. Huh?
It's good. Deep breath, son. Look at me right here. Okay? Step in, stop going backwards.
I'm hoping the doctors, you know...
Stop going back. Wake up. Listen. Step in. The right hand you're not throwing. Come on.
Call Malignaggi. You got to do something. Malignaggi.
One more.
You're good.
You're going to give him one more round. You know, Steve Smoke.
And the only problem is, I think Malignaggi's corner.
And they're trying to exhort him on to do something that he's never done before. He's never knocked any.
Look at Khan's eyes. They are very reddened. Maybe a crazy cut could open up. You never can. Here I would say no. The win for Paulie's not worth the risk. I think his corner should...
I think the corner is not looking at this realistically, like he's got a chance to win this fight somehow.
Well, he threw that left hook like he meant it. Malignaggi.
The head of Malignaggi.
Khan's knockout shots look more convincing. Good stoppage.
Thoroughly beat Paulie Malignaggi. Well, after the war of words that these two had in the run-up to the fight, the pushing and... To review now the trainer of Malignaggi, he was dominant. Referee Steve Smoger, really, he called timeout before the start of the last to give you one more round. And it wasn't even from that sequence. It was some of the other to deal with Khan. There's a good step in left hand by AMIR Khan. And it was 41% of his jabs, 38% of his power shots.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Steve Smoger steps in, and still, WBA Super Lightweight King Khan.
AMIR KHAN now 23-1, 17 stoppages. Well, we take a look at the number, more than double the amount landed by Malignaggi, who landed 24 put up between rounds, and Khan did it 41% as he lands nearly staggering. 200 punches landed to the head.
AMIR, congratulations on a tremendous display of boxing.
But yeah, you know, me and Freddie stuck to the game plan. We stuck to instructions all the way. We know Paulie's a very shots, so we had to use our brains, break him down slowly, and you know, 11th round coming. I knew
the Malignaggi. How were you able to do that?
You know, I've got speed.
Defense also was quite good. He found it difficult to land much against you, although
I was coming in, I had to do a lot of feints, so I had to break him down. And just telling me the right instructions, and I followed them. Okay,
congratulations on a successful. A fighter that's been talked about with you.
To fight him next, and you know I've put a statement today, and if Paulie.
How long you will remain at 140 pounds comes up from.
By the way, you know, I am making 140 pounds easy. My strength conditioner, Alex Ruiz, is doing a great job with me. I feel Alexandra versus Timothy Bradley, you know, let's do it.
So you're not leaving 140 until business is set.
All these guys. Maybe I don't know if I'm getting old or what, man. I mean, I'm 29. I didn't feel old. I had a great camp. I had a similar style to AMIR, you know. And as I got older, I hurt my hands. I started slowing it down and trying to pick my shots more. And I ran into
that you weren't bouncing around on your legs, and it occurred to us you didn't really bounce around too much against.
As you get older, you know, you start to not dance around as much. I mean, even great fighters like maybe AMIR's younger. He just had that youthful enthusiasm, and he's.
Thanks, Paulie.
Hey, man, thanks to HBO for having me on, man.
To kind of play in the NLCS against Marcos Maidana, who's a tremendous puncher, at 140 pounds. Bob?
Well, Max, we started off this evening talking on the chin. Malignaggi could not do that tonight. And in our first bout of the evening, Victor Ortiz, who had that Paulie Malignaggi, and Nate Campbell at 38 years of age, who, in effect, were shut out over the battle and exciting. If you missed any of tonight's broadcast,